Welcome.
Welcome to Real Human Voices.
Reading really old books.
Hello.
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 Hello, one that's watching.
Hello, indeed, the one that's watching. You are the one, the only
yes.
one.
And we are the Human Voices Reading Old Books. I am Hairbear.
And I am the ink. I'm putting the ink there, talking like the third person. Makes me feel special.
Hey, Blue.
Hey, Blue. How you doing?
Yes.
Da-da. Da-da. But Bear's going to explain the channel because that's what we're not doing at the moment, I believe. So for obviously we have our lovely people, hey Blue, listening at the moment, but there are people that might be listening that haven't listened before.
So
I think Bear, you should take that away.
Oh, it is. We read really old book. We usually start off with a screenplay and mess around with it and then read old stuff because old stuff doesn't get us in trouble. And we are not AI. We are proper human voices. There we are.
We are not AI. We are indeed human voices reading really old books and plays and prose and stuff and talking about things in a human way, and even better than a human way. We are the GenXrs and Gen X by proxy, which makes even better. Right, okie dokie. So yes, that's what we're all about. I remember I was complaining a few last week, was it? How somebody I've got a belief. You don't need to announce your arrival or departure. We are not an airline in that sense. It's one of the things that I normally say is like, we're not an airline. You don't have to announce your departure. Because there's one person the other day, they actually left a comment on one of these posts, and they were like, the greeting. I left because of the greeting. I'm like, and should I care? Hello. See, we've got your Blue there, Mr. Watcher. How are you doing? This is so nice. Everybody's here, and it's all lovely. We like this. I'm a bit low energy today. Please excuse me. I am really struggling with my voice, but we shall do the thing. I did Box of Delights today, and that nearly ran my voice ragged, I can tell you.
The time of year, it's a rough time of year for it. It's pretty good cold season. Hey, D.
Hey, D, how you doing? Ooh, frappe. Blue. I might get a copyright strike if I can. But yes, hello, lovely people. Hello. It's so good to have you here. We've got to work out what we're going to do with this play, so it's going to take us a minute. We're not going to go straight into it today, I don't think. We were a bit late getting on our little prep, and then it was like, should we?
Yeah, there's a lot of characters in this one, but I think the best, because we didn't do much of a pre-read on it, but we can work out who's going to do what on the fly based on the dialogue and how it balances out, because neither of us is shy about voicing the opposite sex, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes, we are equal opportunities. We are DEI, damn it.
We usually pick the characters that we feel we can represent best.
Yeah. And how we can alternate it, I think, is the way. But as ever, it's... Oh, sorry, Diane.
No, go ahead.
As ever, it's chosen by the Mr. Bill to see, because we've got a whole thing of these one-act plays that are copyright-free, royalty-free, and we can perform them without any smacked bums, as it were. So, yes, but this one is going to be interesting. Sometimes we do a pre-read to kind of like get the feel for it, but I like the blind read. I really do. I think it's a lot of fun. But actually, it's just kind of like sorting out these characters because there's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, we'll go as we go along with it, I think. But because they're not gonna have all 6 characters talking all at once, you know.
They might.
That'd be hard enough, because that's the nice thing with a screenplay. They don't usually have more than three people in an area talking, because trying to balance out the dialogue would be a nightmare.
Indeed.
But I literally chose this one just so all of you listening can have the joy of hearing Ink's Irish accent, which always puts a smile on my face.
Oh. And this one's from 1848. Of course, that's Regency, so that makes me happy. Well, kind of Regency, Georgian, Edwardian. A mixture of all of them. It's right in the middle of that era, which is absolutely delightful. Absolutely
There you
delightful.
go.
But, so, the following one-act play is reprinted from an Irish engagement. Walter Watts, London, S.G. Fairbrother, 1848. And it's, by Walter Watts. A farce. A farce in one act. We like farces. Sound quite appropriate for everything going on at the moment in the world.
Tell me about it.
And it's at a time when Gen X women are all perimenopausal. So, as I read today, which made me absolutely howl, it was the fall of at a time when it's the fall of democracy. All Gen X women are going through the menopause or perimenopausal. Read the room, society. That was absolutely brilliant. And Gen X women, we don't have hot flushes. We are thermonuclear melon farmers. That made me chuckle. Anyway, enough about that. I did do that sort of thing watching the Gen X shorts today, because they do give me joy, reminding me of a time way back in the day. And it's true. I mean, there was a I think it was a Gen Z kid on there. They were like, oh my God, like, you were kids in the 80s, you were teenagers in the 90s, and young adults in the 2000s. You had my life, damn it. And I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Happy days.
No, I saw it was a podcast. This guy, he's kind of younger Gen X guy, and he's at his Gen Z daughter, and he's trying to explain to her 80s concepts, like trying to explain like what the encyclopedia is, and she was so confused. She's like, so is it like the internet and books?
Not
It was surprisingly like the naivete is somewhat charming.
Indeed, very much so. Right then, should we get on with this play, and then Mr. Bale will delight us all with the Three Musketeers. So I'm being all Irish, aren't I? Are you being all Irish as well, or is it just it's St. Patrick's Day this weekend, isn't it? So it is indeed St. Patrick's Day, and if I hear one more person call it St. Paddy's Day, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. I think that's we've had that conversation with Canadians and Americans about the difference between American Irish and Irish, and yes,
two different. I mean, well, it's not just Irish. It's like American, Italian, American. Anything is completely different culture to the original culture.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So how did you have this? How did you have this moved over so it was out of the way?
Oh no, that's I used the setup 10, custom layout 10. So you press the pencil mark underneath the image, and then you do layout 10. Confusing an 80s kid, your mum using the microwave to make a chocolate cake thing. A mug cake in a mug. That's how you use a microwave to make a chocolate cake. It's more like a chocolate muffin, to be perfectly honest, but But yes,
that's not it.
I remember when microwaves came out, and your parents had one the size of a flipping house and a top-loading video recorder. That'll do. Yeah, that's the one. That's the badge, yeah. Right.
So an Irish engagement, a farce in one act. I'm gonna blow this up so I can read it better.
We've got 6 characters. We've got Mr. Bullfinch, Mr. McCarthy, Captain Foxglove. Foxlove. Oh, Foxlove. Well.
Foxlove. Oh my.
Oh my. Tim Rafferty, Julia Bullfinch, and Nora. So Julia and Mr. Bullfinch, I'd imagine, are married, but I'm not sure. So, carry on.
Right. A room in the house of Mr. Bullfinch, handsomely furnished. Folding doors. Cupboard. Cupboard right, window left. Okay, yeah.
No. Who do you want to
Julia
pick?
and
Julia
Nora.
or Nora?
Julia. I'll do Nora. Go ahead.
Okie dokie. Hope! Nora, there is no hope.
There we go. Ah, Thin Man, don't say so. Sure, and you're not married yet.
But soon shall be. He's expected every day, every hour, and then...
Don't have him. Pluck up the spirit. Tell him you can't love him, won't love him, and what's more, don't intend to love him. That your whole and undivided heart is given to the captain, and you've determined your hand shall go with it.
But my father would disown me if I dare disobey him.
He loves you too. He loves you too much to do that, ma'am, I'm sure. How lucky the captain is, poor, but never despair. Take my word for it, you'll have him yet.
Hey, oh, poor Foxlove, all our dreams of happiness are gone forever.
Laverstrams, all smoke. Hush, as I live, that's my Tim. Tim, I'd know that his own beautiful voice in 1,000. Yes, it's him, as I live, the captain. Your father's out, miss, so I think we might venture to let them in.
By all means, fly. Moments like these are indeed precious. With what joy my heart bounds when he is near. I feel that with him alone I could be happy. Foxlove.
Enter Captain Foxlove. Dearest Julia, what joy once again to see you. Say what news of the enemy.
The worst is possible, dear Foxlove. By a letter received by my father this morning, he's already on the road to claim me as his bride.
Then we've not a moment to lose, my dear Julia. I have thought of a stratagem which is successful, might yet save us.
A stratagem?
Yes, love. Stratagems in love and war are equally allowable. You say that neither you nor your father, neither your father nor yourself have yet seen your intended husband.
Nor have we. My father and his were schoolfellows. Their friendship increased with their years. They married at the same time. Their wives brought them, one a son, the other a daughter. An agreement was then made between them that the children should wed when they became of age. That time is now arrived, and Mr. McCarthy is on his way from Ireland to claim his bride.
And should you refuse to marry him?
My father forfeits £10,000 unless the agreement is mutual.
It must be our endeavours to make it so. So now for my project. What think you of passing my Irish servant, Tim Rafferty, as the expected Mr. McCarthy?
Yes, but what then?
And by his behaviour, try to disgust your father with his Irish engagement.
Excellent. But should the real one arrive?
Actually, I'm wondering if these are supposed to all be... Are these supposed to be all Irish? Or is just
I'm beginning
Tim's
to
supposed
wonder.
to be Irish? You know what? I'm good. I'm having fun with the Irish accent, and I'm sticking with it. By God.
Exactly. We do it.
Leave that one to the. Well. What's her fate? The other one that sure sounded like it. Anyways, leave that to the fortune of war, a forlorn hope that may end in love and happiness.
'Tis worth the trial. Cupid, assist us and crown it with success.
Let us hope for the best. Meanwhile, I'll jump into his clothes so that I may be at hand to watch and guard you.
Bravo! Let us at once to action.
Immediately. Here, Tim. Tim.
Coming, sir.
Coming.
You got to Tim. You say that again. Coming, sir. Coming.
Coming, sir. Coming. He's exactly suited to our purpose. A genuine Irishman, full of fun, humour, and impudence. Here, Tim. Tim, I say. I say, sir, I say. And I'll be with you. That didn't sound Irish, did it?
Tim's from Bristol. Hey,
and I'll be with you in the twinkling of a cat's tail.
We've only just started this one at Northman, and it's ridiculous.
I see, sir, I see. And I'll be with you in the twinkling of a cat's tail.
Nora and he are sweethearts. Oh, no, I'm not him. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Confound the fellow. Tim. Here I am, your honour. At last, sir. Do you want to do? We're not going to be going back and forth much. Politeness mates duty, sir. Sir, serve the ladies before the world.
Nay, dear Foxglove, we allow ourselves... Oh, sorry. Nay, dear Foxglove, we ourselves know how hard it is to part.
Wish you long life to you. Maybe you're not Maybe you're not a jewel of the first salt water, and it's yourself, like for master, no mistake. What in the hell was that sentence?
Wish a long life to you. Maybe you're not a jewel of first salt water, and it's yourself I'd like for a master. And no mistake, it's yourself, man. Or it's your man, or it's yourself, man. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Anyways,
Just roll
now
with
Tim.
it.
Now Tim, we want your assistance. Sure, and it's yours before you axe it. I am aware that you are a clever, intelligent fellow, Tim. Be my faith, the truest sentiment you ever uttered. I like doing Tim. Will you then consent to what I shall name to you? Faith, that I, before you name it, at all.
God.
That's
Come on now.
enough. Farewell, dear Julia. We go at once to put our scheme into execution.
Farewell, dear Foxglove. Heaven grant you success. And Tim, remember the happiness of my future life depends on you.
Oh, here we go. It's a whole paragraph. for
Brace
Tim.
yourself.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Your happiness. Make yourself easy, my darling. Depend on me. I'd go through fire and weather for you. Exit Julia. Tim Rafferty. Was it Tim Rafferty? Your soul now be showing up in the universe. What an edification you've had. Whatever your scheme is, I'm with you. And by the piper that played before Moses, if I don't teach him what an Irishman can do, I never set eyes on an old Ireland again, or obtain my own little Nora for life. Jesus. The
You can
thing
do it.
is,
Come on now.
I know that if this guy was actually saying, I wouldn't understand a damn word he's saying. I can't even make heads or tails of it, and I'm reading it.
Pray heaven we may succeed. My heart again is filled with hope, with love and hope who should despair not to play my part. Oh, love, to what wild schemes do you drive your votaries? Oh, my.
Oh, mistress, there's my Tim going to transmogrify himself. He says I'll not know him a bit, and that he's an intelligent gentleman. He'll make as an intelligent, as an elegant gentleman as ever at buttermilk with a fork, praties with a spoon, or praties with a spoon.
Yes, Nora, to serve me.
Oh, what a trembling I'm in. Supposing it's found out who he is.
'Tis merely an harmless scheme, after all.
And what will I do if he never comes back to his own elegant self again?
Why then, Nora, you'll have a gentleman for a sweetheart.
A gentleman? It is the likes of me would have a gentleman for a sweetheart.
And why not, Laura?
Because it's not their manners I like at all. With their fine curled up moustaches and whiskers, dandy cut coats and polished boots, and dainty delicate hands. It's too much trouble for the likes of him to make love properly and to tell a girl what a beauty she is. I know, right? I wouldn't give a brass sixpence for such a man. No, give me one of my own darling boys, without a brogue to his foot, or a cobbing to his cobbing? Or a cobbing to his head. I don't know what that is, but he doesn't have one on his head if she doesn't want to. And with a simple, honest heart and a good shillelagh. Shillelagh. One that makes love like an angel, and fights like a lion. My God, you don't want much, do she?
Nora, you're eloquent.
And isn't it all in good cause, Miss Macri? Oh, if you'd only had the luck to fall in love with an Irishman, with one of the darling boys at Tipperary. Okay, so definitely the captain's meant to be English. Tipperary, there's the jewels that lay hold of the poor girl's affections and kick up a rebellion in her heart. They twist and turn, wheedle, flatter, and kiss until they so bewilder a poor girl that it's glad she is to say, "Patty, you devil, Patty, you devil, take me at once and make an honest woman of me." But here comes your father, miss. I'll be off and prepare for a scrimmage. What a frustration I'm in. Oh, this love, it bothers all creation entirely. And those poor servants into the bargain. Okay, so I'm going to say that the Bullfinches are probably English.
Yeah, we just swap it over to English. I don't mind.
Well, I'm going to do Mr. Bullfinch in English, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Bullfinch. Well, my dear Julia, all's ready. Everything's prepared to give a right hearty welcome. A welcome worthy of the blood of the Bullfinches to the son of my old friend and your intended husband.
But, my dear father, I really cannot bear the idea of marrying a man whom I have never seen.
But you'll see him before I do, I suppose. And here, listen to what his father says of him. By the blood of the bullfinches, it does my heart good to read it. My dear son, who has been brought up and educated in England, is quite amiable and good-tempered, fascinating young man, possessing the qualities necessary to make a good husband, and I think I may venture to say, worthy of your lovely daughter. There, what would you have more than that?
I would have one, sir, on whom I can bestow my heart.
Then bestow it on him by the blood of the bullfinches. The girl's unreasonable.
Not so. The whole study of my life has hitherto been to please you, but on such an occasion as this, in which the happiness of my future life is concerned, I do hope you will allow me these little privileges to which my sex are entitled.
Goodness. You're a good girl, Julia. A very good girl. But I have promised you, and by the blood of the bullfinches I cannot break it. So make up your mind to like the young gentleman, which I am sure you will if he at all resembles my old friend.
I will do my best to please you, sir.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
I'm sure you will. Hola, who's there? As I live, a young man and his servant. It must be he, by the blood of the bullfinches. It is. How I long to embrace you.
Narrator's note. Yes, transmogrify was in the 1800s. I am so impressed that it was there. Unfortunately, it's so disgustingly misused in today's society. I digress. 'Tis the captain and Tim, so I'll away and prepare for my part in the scheme.
Exit Julia. Now, Julia, what's gone? Ha ha! The little rogue's off to put herself in apple pie order. That's a new one. Ha ha! How the ladies do love to have everything. Comme il faut. Comme il faut. Sure. Now then, for my future son-in-law. Enter Tim Rafferty, ridiculously dressed, followed by Captain Foxlove as his servant. Tim enters singing. St. Patrick was a gentleman. I presume I have the pleasure of seeing Mr. McCarthy. So this is going to go back and forth between...
Do you want me to do Tim for you?
I was going to say, do you want to do Tim?
Yeah. I destroyed you there for once in your life, as the man said when St. Paul's clock struck 13. I presume you're old Bullfinch.
At your service. Very happy to see you, sir, by the blood of the bullfinches. You are right welcome.
Tip us your first, my tulip, and it's myself that's glad to see you, old gentleman, and may live to know each other till we die, and ever so long afterwards.
Tim squeezes Mr. Bullfinch's hand until he dances about with pain. My dear sir, you really your shake is so very cordial. By the blood of the bullfinches, my hand is almost off. But allow me to ask, how is your worthy father?
By my soul, he's in mighty good health, as in a fine state of preservation as any old gentleman can expect to be. He's been dead these 20 years.
You bring me letters from him, I suppose?
I'd be troubled to do that. And it is it letters, sir, by the powers. When I set out, you wouldn't know me from Dennis O'Doherty, the postman. But you see, sir, I had no idea.
A good one, I've no doubt.
And it's right you are, then. When I looked at the bundle of letters, what's the use, says I to myself, of carrying you across the sea? Devil a word, said they. So I took the liberty of opening the dirty blackguards, so it's by word of mouth that you'll be getting all the news of my respectable old father. And by the powers of Moll Kelly, my idea beats the penny postage, both in cheapness and convenience.
Rather an offhand way, I must say. Well, letters or no letters, you are welcome.
And ain't I at to knowing I am? So I'll be making myself as much at home as Paddy that took all his meals and slept in the drawing room. Here, John, you rascal. You have to get my room ready. Learn the way of the house. Take pattern by me. Make yourself icy and comfortable. Kiss the cook. Jeepers. Kiss the cook. Unbosom yourself to the housemaid and show them how we do it in old Ireland, you devil.
Yeah, yes, sir. Pretty berth I've gotten into. A quiet, unassuming young man. What different eyes fathers see with. What different eyes fathers see with. Okay. Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
Now, gentlemen, where's this lovely intendant of mine? I'm in a boiling state. As the man said when he fell into the copper, I'm in a favour of love.
I'll fetch her immediately. Oh dear, I'm afraid this boisterous fellow won't suit her at all. Capital, Tim, capital. But do continue. Do but continue, and I have no doubt he will soon have enough of his Irish engagement.
Never fear, Captain. Never fear. Leave me alone for starving him out. I'll be giving him a touch of the schoolmaster of Ballywhoopin, who'll flog the scholars before breakfast to give them an appetite for dinner.
Do your
Sort
best.
of get a bit northern there.
Yeah. Do your best. If you succeed, you know your reward.
£20, an hour for life. If woman and money won't make a man do his best, by my faith, I should say he's good for nothing at all, at all.
At all, at all.
That's how you do it.
I don't think you'll find us out.
Silence, Agra, here they are.
Allow me, sir, to introduce my daughter to you, Julia. Mr. McCarthy, Mr. McCarthy, Miss Bullfinch.
Now it's myself that's mighty proud and happy to see you, my darling. By the powers, you're a rose with the colour of the tulip. Really, Mr. McCarthy? I know what you'd be after saying, my darling, but I'll be stopping it. And there's only one way of stopping a woman's mouth. So by your leave, I'll be stealing a kiss.
Be quiet. How dare you, sir?
John, be easy. What's come over you? Won't I salute my wife that is to be for the honour of old Ireland?
At your peril, sir.
I must do it. It's natural. And my darling, it's a beauty you are, and no mistake. By this and by that, my heart's like a red-hot pratty with the skin on, and it's yourself I'd live with till I die, and then never leave you.
It's like a red-hot pratty with the skin on. Oh, that's the most Irish sentiment I've ever heard in my life.
There you go.
This is the quiet, modest young man by the blood of the Bullfinches. He's a perfect devil. Confound the fellow. He shall answer for this liberty.
By my soul, it's as reviving as the old gentleman's By my soul, it's as reviving as the old gentleman's elixir that made everybody young again. Therefore, as the doctors say, the dose to be repeated immediately.
I'll stand this no longer. I have no more of this, sir.
What do you mean, you dirty spalpeen? Do you forget who I am? Leave the room, sir.
Spalpeen?
Peen.
What do you mean, sir?
And is it the meaning you wish to know? Is it myself or you that is the master? Get out with you. Leave the room. Be off.
Tim pushes Captain Foxlove out of the room. Julia runs out.
The impertinent rascal.
He certainly presumes.
Presumes you call it. By my faith, I call it impudence. The impudence of servants is wonderful. They bait their masters hollow in that. What my little Julie's off to. By my faith, if all the bullfinches like her, it's illegal. It's illegal.
Ill-elegant?
Birds they are.
I fear she won't say as much for you. I'm glad you like her, sir. She is indeed a charming creature?
Creature.
I was going to say that must be misspelled.
A perfect angel in petticoats. And her fortune. How much do you mean to tip up with her?
Rather an indelicate question. On her marriage, I shall give her £10,000.
10,000? And is it only a dirty 10,000 you'll be giving? Sell myself for £10,000. Why, we'd be worse off than Paddy O'Flanagan. I kept a wife and 10 children on 6 pratties a day. Would you be starving us, you old vagabond?
Starve? Vagabond? By the blood of the Bullfinches, what do you mean?
What I say. I know I'll be after telling you how I mean to live, and then say if I poach you 10,000, we'll be doing it.
Let me hear what you intend to do. By the blood of the Bullfinches, I was never so treated.
Listen then. First I'll be taking the largest house in town. Servants shall be as plentiful as mushrooms. I'll have valets, footmen, coachmen, grooms, butlers, ladies' maids, chambermaids, dairymaids, housemaids, cooks, and in a very short time, it's a nursing maid I'll be wanting, Adlies. Then I'll like coaches, cabs, foreign hands, an elegant jaunting car, whisk, dash along. I shall keep up with everything, but nothing shall keep up with me. There goes a Dyson boy, says one. A dear little devil, says the ladies. Adam, my darling, and you may say that, says I. She's a beauty, says another. Hurrah for the wild Irishman. Whoop, Tipperary forever. Whoop, you devil. Whoop, there it is. My blood's up.
But my dear sir.
Easy, sir, easy. Them my parties. What elegant parties I'll be giving. Wine and whiskey punch galore. The largest bowl in all islands, nothing to do with. Then lords and ladies' nights and bar nights, lovely women, enchanting music, dancing. Oh, wouldn't I give them a beautiful jig? I'll astonish a weak minds of the dirty world. And how can I be doing this on a paltry 10,000? By my faith, you must multiply some by 10.
I'll do no such thing. By the blood of the bullfinches, I'll not give you a penny more.
Say that again.
I repeat it.
You do?
I do, by the blood of the bullfinches.
Then by the blood of the McCarthys, I'll make the bullfinches pipe to a beautiful tune. Oh, my blood's up. A dirty 10,000, you spalpeen. Come on, I'll pepper you. I'll fight you for the honour of Old Island. Come on, my old cock jaffinch.
Cock. He beats Mr. Bullfinch, who retreats round the stage, followed by Tim, who keeps striking him. Help! Murder! Help!
Dear father, what is the matter?
That madman was about to murder me.
Murder, that's what he says. I murder him. I'd have as pretty a fight with him as ever was seen in Donnybrook, and all for the sake of friendship, if you hadn't come in to spoil sport. Narrator's note. Yes, this was inadvertently, we realised when, because Bear chose it without realising, but it's St. Patrick's Day, and it's a happy coincidence that we've got Irish characters, so
Yeah,
please
there we go.
excuse. Oh, big love to all of you. Right, okay. So
By the blood. Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
What were we saying?
By the blood of the bullfinches? Yes.
By the blood of the bullfinches. I don't require such striking proofs of your friendship. Oh, that ever I should have such a son-in-law.
And that is the man on whom I am to bestow my heart. How is it possible?
I have been an old fool, I know. I feel I have. But what's to be done? Let us give him a further trial. I must, however, retire and compose myself. By the blood of the bullfinches, I've not been so ruffled in years. I leave you, sir, for the present.
And joy go with you, my daisy.
Oh dear, oh dear. Quite gentle and assuming. Quiet, gentle and assuming.
There's a dose for the old gentleman. I feel my 20 sovereigns kicking each other already in my pocket.
But you carry it too far, a little too far, sir. What occasion was there for you to take the liberty of kissing the lady?
Mustn't I be doing the natural thing, sir? Could I be a lover and not salute my wife? Such a thing was never heard of in old Ireland. Now I'll tell you what it is, sir. Just be after giving Nora a dozen or so. Then it's quits, we'll be crying. So say no more about it. All goes on right, and before night it's 500 more he'll be glad to give to get rid of me.
Be more discreet in the future, my dear Julia.
My father has retired to his room to obtain a short repose, but I was alarmed by a knocking at the gate.
Enter Nora. Och, ma'am, och, sir, my heart's big as a whale, and my head's as full of blubber. It's all over.
Is it over, you mean? I wish it was, and the £20 in my pocket, and you in my arms. What's over, my darling?
Och, Tim, he's come. He's come.
Oh.
The real Mr. McCarthy. Bad luck to him. He's this moment arrived.
Ah, botheration. Bad luck to him, the dirty-faced vagabond, and I'll be getting out of the bog now. We're lost. Was ever anything so unfortunate?
Is there no hope? No way of getting rid of him?
I have it. Leave it to me, and it's the battle I'll win yet. Follow me, and I'll just be explaining it to you. And Nora, do you first turn the key on the old gentleman, and then be showing the young one up here? Away with you, my darling. Will I be giving up £20 so easy? No. I'll first be giving him a touch of Irish cunning, so follow me.
He exits. Enter Nora, showing in Mr. McCarthy. Be kind enough to wait here, sir, while I announce your arrival to the family. Mr. McCarthy. Well, here I am at last, in the house of my father's old friend, in the character of a suitor to his daughter, who I've never seen, but if she is ever so beautiful, I can never love her. My heart is already given to another, so I must manage to break off the match as easily as possible, so as not to exasperate either of the old gentlemen, or it be the death of the lady, who luckily can't care a straw about a person she's never laid eyes on. Who have we here?
Now I must play the gentleman. Servant, sir, I presume you are Mr. McCarthy. That's just what was said to me.
At your service, sir. May I ask who I have the pleasure of addressing?
My mother was called Fitzpatrick, and she always said I was her son. Very much at your service. We've been expecting you a devil of a time.
My father, I believe, announced my intention of coming some time ago. May I inquire for Mr. Bullfinch?
Poor old gentleman.
I trust there's nothing the matter with him. No sudden illness.
Poor old fella, and it's pity these to be, all the world over, but it's in the family.
In the family? My dear sir, pray explain.
Then you haven't heard?
About what?
The old gentleman, poor fella.
Not a word, since his last letter was to my father.
Then it slipped his memory to write and tell you, I suppose. It's my painful duty to inform you. He's wrong here. Tap, tap, tap.
Taps his forehead.
Tap, tap, tappy, tap, tap.
What do you mean? Is he ill?
In the mind, but not in the body. In fact, sir, it's apartments he's got to let in the upper story.
I really don't understand you, sir. In plain English, what is his complaint?
Then in plain language, sir, it's mad he is.
Mad?
As Dennis O'Flaherty, who hung himself behind the street door instead of in his greatcoat. Its head's as light as a potato peel.
Who hung himself by the street door instead of his greatcoat? That's what got me.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's good stuff.
His head's as light as a potato peel, and it's myself that's his keeper.
Good heaven, what a misfortune. When did this happen?
I couldn't take upon myself to say, seeing as I won't be after knowing.
Is he raving?
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. If you know, you know. Raving, is it? He's as quiet and as easy as a sucking pig at nap time, but there's no reasoning with him once he's taken a thing into his head. What do you think he's got in his head now? No.
No.
I really have no idea.
Oh, it's myself he takes for yourself, and Mr. McCarthy always calls me. Now that's strange.
Very.
You may say that. So when he sees you, he'll declare you're not yourself.
Then what am I to do?
Just be after letting him have his own way, and he'll be all right. But contradict him, and he's off like a skyrocket. There's a system in his madness. Take my word for it.
I'll take great care. Have you an idea of the cause of it? What brought it on?
Is it the cause you'd know? And between ourselves, this is confidential and private, so mind don't tell anybody you don't want to know it.
Of course. You may trust me.
Then, by my soul, sir, but you knew myself, it's in the family.
You don't say so. Oh, his daughter.
Oh, the creature. I wouldn't be giving a brass farthing for all the brains she's got. And it's worse than your gentleman she'll be before long, or it's myself knows nothing about it.
What a misfortune. What an escape I've had. How was she affected?
Her race like the man who went up the balloon to fish for stars. Rather too high-minded. Sometimes off she goes, whisk and popping off botheration. You never saw such a she-devil.
The sooner I'm out of this, the better. Madness in the family. I wouldn't have her for 50,000.
By the piper of war, here she is. Now search yourself, she'll see with your own eyes.
This would be a good excuse for declining my match now for my bride-to-be.
Permit me to introduce you to Mr. McCarthy from the sweet little town of Tumavara. Give it him, miss. As yourself must fight your own battle now, when I go and stir up the old gentleman. Won't I make him raw? Mr. McCarthy, how delighted I am to see you. I have read of you, thought of you, dreamt of you, and I gaze upon you. Oh, 'tis heavenly.
This is an awkward situation. My dear madam, I'm delighted to see you. They said...
I'm in a galaxy of delight. When quite an infant I toddled from my mother's arms, I heard thy name blended with my future fate. Our names were woven with a wreath of roses. I treasured up all in my heart. There thine image has lain slumbering. In murmuring brooks I've pictured thee. On starlight nights were wafted unto thee, and now like a bright luminary you burst upon my sight, and dazzle me with thy lustre.
Lustre.
Lustre, lustre.
Lustre.
Mad, without a doubt. My dear madam, I regret to hear about your father.
My father, he is a saint in heaven. Angels watch around his pillow. He was my guardian angel until you came to take me from him.
Heaven forbid. I would not for the world deprive him of so great a creature.
But now you've come to take me to your bosom. Therefore, with wild delight, I throw myself into your arms, mad with supreme bliss.
But, my dear madam, upon my word, this is...
Hush. Now we're in the garden of paradise, where universal happiness reigns. No misery is there, for all is love and pleasure. I feel the balmy incense of love stealing through the air, and you, like an angel, are watching me. You'll never part from me. Claw, 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 scratch, scratch.
I only wish I could. No, never, never.
Always love me, tender with jealous care.
Yes, always, always. Anything to get rid of her.
Never smile on others more fair and lovely.
Never, I assure you.
Swear to be true to me forever.
Rarely, my dear madam.
Swear, or the demon of jealousy will take possession of me, and I shall tear you into little stars. Well,
she's raving. I swear, I swear.
Then here I'll rest forever.
Upon my life, this is pleasant. How shall I get rid of her? An interesting situation. Will you lead me to your father?
Here when I slumber. Ha! What is that I see? 'Tis a demon, a vampire. He comes to devour me. 'Tis there. Oh, save me! Save me! Let us away, love. Let us away into the realms of bliss. Oh, he comes again. Oh, away, away.
I would really like to see this play, to be honest with you. This is brilliant.
It's outstanding.
Thank heaven she's gone at last. I breathe freely again. Poor creature, she's raving. The sooner I'm out of this, the better. This will free me, and now I can wed my own Kathleen without further opposition from my father.
Botheration, and I die laughing. Haven't I raised the blood of the bullfinch? Up with his head with the flower box. There'll not be a shindy at all. Get out the way, sir, for here comes the old gentleman in one of his fits, as wild as O'Brien's cow that went mad because she couldn't eat her own tail.
Then I'll be off. I've had quite enough of one of the family.
And is it yourself that will be running away? You just pop into this snuggery, and then they'll be saying what an old devil it is.
Thank you. It'll be as well to see him, or my father will not be satisfied.
Exits into the cupboard.
Ooh. Now then for the finisher. If this doesn't put everything as it ought to be, well behind for murder, as the man said when he cut his own throat. There he is. Now, sir, keep quiet.
Where's the villain? Where is he?
You hear him, sir. Keep quiet or he'll be murdering you.
His wig on the way, covered with flour, his clothes. Yeah, I thought he was actually saying, Mr. Wolfen is on the way. You rascal, you villain! How dare you? How dare you use me so? By the blood of the bullfinches, you shall pay for this. I'll not put up with it. I'll not endure it.
Easy, then. Easy. With the hay, honey, or you'll be putting yourself in as great perspiration as a bar of snow in the dog days.
What is the meaning of this treatment? Look at me, sir. Here's a figure.
You may say that, but it's yourself that would look mighty well in an exhibition. Just take a peep at them, sir.
Good heavens, poor creature.
By the blood of the bullfinches, you'll drive me mad, but I'll not endure it. So let me tell you, Mr. McCarthy.
You hear what it calls me?
Although I'll have great respect for your father, I'll not put up with such a treatment from his son. So get out of my house, sir.
Now be easy with you.
I say again, get out of my house. By the blood of the bullfinches, I'll no longer bear your presence, so be off. Be off directly.
Then it's yourself that'll be off directly. Be quiet with you, or to speak to you. Be after listening to me. They say you're mad.
Mad? By the blood of the bullfinches.
Stark, raving, mad. Stark, staring, raving mad even. And they've sent for a keeper to keep you quiet.
A keeper for me? Pooh, nonsense. You're insane.
Is it persuading you? I am. Why, I know you're mad as a Dublin hatter who wore the Naples hat and swore he never felt sleepy.
I wonder I'm not, by the blood of the bullfinches.
I can see it in the twinkling of your eye. Ah, it's mad you are, and no mistake.
I'll endure this no longer. Here, John.
Be quiet, you. You'll not believe you're mad.
No, I'm damned if I do.
Then it's a secret I'll be telling you. The keeper, he's here to take you. The big blackguard's in that cupboard. Now for a row.
In the cupboard? I'll soon have the scoundrel out. Come out, you villain, come out. You'll tell people they're mad, will you? Look at me, sir. Tell me to my face. Am I mad? Am I mad? Really, sir, Answer me, sir. Am I mad?
Remember what I told you.
Do not contradict him. Then, sir, if I wish it, I shall say you're most decidedly mad. Am I mad? Oh, you villain! This is the way innocent people are destroyed. It's worse than Birking. I am mad. By the blood of the bullfinches, I think I am.
I say, sir. I say. Don't be after flustering yourself. Take it coolly, as the boy did when he fell through the ice.
I'm too easy. Get out of my house, both of you, or I'll kick you out. Sir, my name's McCarthy. McCarthy? Son of your old friend and schoolfellow, McCarthy of Tipperary. Whoop? Whoop? Who's the madman, I should like to know? I came hither, sir, to see and marry your daughter, but I trust you'll not be offended if I say I must decline that honour after what I've seen. Decline that honour! Ha! I like that. You decline. I wish you'd be off.
All's going on as smooth as a sea in a calm. Conclude the interview as soon as possible, for it's a mighty big fit to see coming on.
Here, sir, is an engagement I've drawn up by which I voluntarily resigned the lady, and thus released you from the forfeiture.
Oh, you'll be after squinting at it. Wish long life to you. The very thing. £20, an hour for life.
Here, sir. Oh, here, sir, is a letter from my father, and now I take my leave, trusting that before long yourself and daughter will be perfectly restored. Stop! Stop! What's all this? My old friend's writing. My dear son, the Baron. Signed Dennis McCarthy. Here's some mistake. You can't be Mr. McCarthy. No other has right to that title, I can assure you. By the blood of the bullfinches. Who was the person who just left us? He's Mr. McCarthy. I know him only as your keeper by name, Fitzpatrick. My keeper? Yes, sir. He informed me that both yourself and your daughter are mad. Mad? I only wonder I'm not. Damn, I think I am. I'm bewildered. First one McCarthy, now another. What is he? Who is he? Where is he?
Here, my Joel. Here, my Joel. Tim Rafferty at your honour's service.
By the blood of the bullfinches. Will nobody explain? Permit me, sir. If you had promised your daughter, whom I love, to another, under a forfeit of £10,000, to obtain your release, from which we assumed the various disguises as you've seen, and now I hold in my hand.
And I hold mine in mine, as good as looking as £20 as I ever clapped eyes on.
By the blood of the bullfinches, do I hear right?
Yes, my dear father, I could not give my hand without my heart. We have saved you a large sum of money, and from the misery of knowing you had rendered an only daughter wretched.
Then who the devil are you, sir? Captain Foxlove of the Dragoons. And this is my servant. I trust, sir, you'll forgive everything, and make your daughter happy.
If you don't, I'll be powdering your wig again, and this time I'll be doing it with a shillelagh.
This is all very fine, but what says of Miss McCarthy? And I am happy to find you really a reasonable being. My hand and heart are promised to another, so allow me, one of the parties deceived, to add my entreaties to their forgiveness.
Adama Joel, say the word. It's myself that will serve you for 100 years, and then bury you comfortably. So just be after making us all happy, and yourself into the bargain.
Well, I suppose I must. There, take her, Captain Foxlove. The deceitful little hussy has played her part, so there's no refusing her. Oh my God, I know, right?
Here, Nara. Now, Your Honour, it's flattering in myself, I am that I've played my part so well, that you'll bestow on me your servant, Nora here, for it's ourselves that are anxious to follow the captain's example and increase the family.
You're welcome to her, and by the blood of the bullfinches, I'll give away the bride.
Your Honour's a trump to the backbone, and therefore I promise you that it's yourself shall stand godfather to the first boy or girl. And now we are all pleased. Hurrah whined like the horse that ran so fast you couldn't see him. How do I know my friends are pleased? Allow me just to ask, ladies and gentlemen, are you pleased? If you are, just be putting your hands to our Irish engagement and
See.
Ta-da! Oh, that was so much fun. I enjoyed that.
That one was fun. I like that one a lot.
Very daft indeed. We like this. So, where there was a lot of good synonyms and analogies and jokes and things in that one. And we have next Mr. Bill is going to do for us the Three Musketeers. Les
Yes.
Musketeers Trois.
Yes.
Sorry, my cat is snoring.
That one was a
Thank
lot
you,
of fun.
thank
Though.
you.
I would love to see that as an actual play. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be a farce, but it did turn into a melodrama. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Eee. We're going to sit comfortably for the Three Musketeers now. There we go.
Right. So
I'm
we're on
sitting
chapter.
comfortably in my comfortable chair doing the comfortable things.
Right. So how do we end off on chapter 1? Yes. D'Artagnan
It's
got
been a
into
while.
D'Artagnan got into a fight, and he had some things stolen from him before he woke up. Right. If we're resting comfortably, then we'll begin.
Noisy
The Three
chair, sorry,
Musketeers.
excuse.
The Three Musketeers, Chapter 2, The Audience. Monsieur de Treville had actually begun life like D'Artagnan. That is to say, without being worth a sow, but with that fund of audacity, wit, and resolution that makes the poorest Gascon gentleman inherit much more in tact and thrift than the richest one of another French province. His reckless bravery, cool and defiant, especially where blows were falling thick and fast, had raised him to the top of that difficult ladder called court favor, which he had mounted 4 steps at a time. When his father died, all he left his son was his sword and the family arms and motto, faithful and brave. But, thanks to the blameless name that accompanied these, Monsieur de Treville was admitted into the household of the young Prince of France, where he made such good use of his sword that Louis VIII, one of the best swordsmen of his own kingdom, counted him second only to himself. On this account, Louis had a great deal of affection for Treville, a royal attachment, an egotistical affection, it is true, but real nevertheless. In those unhappy days, it was the custom to surround oneself with men of Treville's stamp. He was as obedient as a mastiff. He was as obedient as a mastiff, with blind courage and a ready hand, asking only if his king was dissatisfied with anyone and ready to strike the offending person. In short, Treville not only wanted the opportunity, he watched for it, ready to seize it by the hair of the head. Louis VIII, therefore, appointed Monsieur de Treville captain of the Musketeers, who, by their devotion, became the king's special guard. In this respect, the cardinal was not behind the king, for when he saw the formidable picked guard with which Louis had surrounded himself, he decided to have a guard of his own. These 2 rival powers, selected for their service from all the provinces of France, and even from foreign countries, were men famous for their skill in soldiery. Richelieu and the king, over their game of draughts in the evening, often argued concerning the relative prowess of their respective guards. Each boasted the firmness and courage of his own, while openly inveighing against duels and quarrels. They secretly excited the guards to fight, and experienced great chagrin or delight at their victories or defeats. Treville had taken advantage of this weakness of his ruler, with such skill as to obtain the long and constant favor of the king, who was not who has not the reputation of having been constant in his friendships. He paraded his musketeers before the cardinal with an air of triumph that made the gray mustache of his eminence curl with anger. Treville also understood the war of the period, when, if you did not live at the expense of the enemy, you were obliged to prey upon your countrymen. His soldiers formed a legion of varied demons under no discipline but his own. Swaggering bullies were the king's musketeers, spreading themselves through the taverns and public walks and in the theaters, talking loudly, curling their mustaches, jingling their swords, matching themselves to the cardinal's guards whenever they had a chance, sometimes killing, but sure never to languish long in prison, since Monsieur de Treville was always on hand to secure their release. Therefore, Monsieur de Treville was lauded by every one of the musketeers, sung of in every key by these men who adored him. Yet, band-dogs that they were, they trembled before him as scholars before their master, obedient to a word, and ready to be killed to wipe out a reproach. From morning until night, the courtyard of Monsieur de Treville's mansion in the Rue de Vaux, Colombert resembled a camp. I'm really bad at actual French, if you haven't noticed. 50 to 60 musketeers who appeared to relieve each other while stalking about incessantly, armed to the teeth and ready for anything. Up and down the long staircases of the mansion went petitioners for his favors, provincial gentlemen eager to be enrolled, and lackeys and liveried in every color of the rainbow, who came with messages to Monsieur de Treville. In the antechamber, on long circular benches, reclined the elite, while Monsieur de Treville, in his cabinet, adjoining the antechamber, received visits, listened to complaints, gave his orders, and, like the king in his balcony of the Louvre, had only to place himself at his windows to review his army. On the day when D'Artagnan presented himself, the assembly was truly imposing. As soon as he passed the threshold of the massive door studded with nails, he found himself in the midst of a troop of swordsmen, cruising about the court, talking, quarreling, and jesting with each other. In the midst of this crowd, our youth, holding his long rapier against his slender legs and the rim of his beaver hat in his hand, advanced with palpitating heart, yet with that sort of half-smile of the rustic embarrassment a country lad wears to keep up his courage. When he had passed one group, he breathed more freely, but he saw that they turned to look at him, and D'Artagnan, who up to that time had entertained a pretty fine feeling for himself, for the first time in his life thought that he might appear ridiculous. When he had reached the staircase, it was still worse. On the first step there were 4 musketeers, one of whom, with a naked sword in his hand, tried to prevent the other 3 from mounting, while these 3 skirmished with him with their swords. D'Artagnan at first took these swords for foils, but as he pushed his way through them, he perceived by many scratches that they were as sharp as possible, and at every wound not only the spectators but the musketeers themselves laughed heartily. In the antechamber, D'Artagnan found himself an absolute stranger in a crowd of courtiers, and after sending in his name to the captain of the guards, he looked about him in surprise. In the midst of the most animated group was a musketeer of great height, of haughty countenance, and so fantastical a costume as to attract general attention. He did not wear his uniform coat, but a coat of celestial blue, faded and worn, but trimmed with embroidery which glittered like a goldfish in the sun. A long mantle of crimson velvet hung from his shoulders, showing the front alone of his splendid belt from which depended his enormous rapier. Oh my. He talked loudly and proudly, curling his mustache as everyone, and D'Artagnan most of all, admired his belt.
Look at your belt. It's long and belty.
Near Porthos, for this was the name of the musketeer, was another addressed as Aramis. He was a young man, not more than 23 years old, with soft and ingenuous countenance, a mild and sparkling eye, and cheeks as rosy as an autumn peach. His slender mustache marked a straight line across his upper lip, and he was continually pinching the tips of his ears to make them preserve a delicate carnation hue. That's an interesting thing to do. He talked little and slowly, often bowed, laughed to show his teeth, which were good, and seemed very thoughtful of his entire person. A sudden summons startled all the room. Aramis! Porthos! Then a lackey, opening the door of the cabinet, interrupted. Monsieur de Treville awaits Monsieur d'Artagnan. Wow. D'Artagnan.
Hmm.
I had it, but for some reason I tripped over it. My tongue got in front of my eye teeth. I couldn't see what I was saying. Blimey, Bing behaved yourself almost.
I was trying to be good.
The captain of the guards was at that very moment in very bad humor, but as the young man entered and bowed to the ground, he smiled at him. Going toward the antechamber, he made a sign to D'Artagnan as if to request permission to finish some business, and called 3 times loudly, Athos, Porthos, Aramis. When the 2 musketeers entered, the door was closed behind them, and Monsieur de Treville paced the whole length of his cabinet 3 or 4 times in silence, but with a furrowing brow. Then he stopped in front of the musketeers, and measuring them from head to foot with an angry look, said, Do you know what the king said to me, then not later than last evening? Do you know, gentlemen? No, answered the 2 musketeers, and Aramis added with his most polished manner, But we hope that you will do us the honor of informing us. He told me that for the future he would recruit his musketeers from the ranks of the Cardinal. Where is Athos? I do not see him with you. I do not understand, gentlemen, why you quarrel in the streets and play with the sword on the king's highway. I do not wish you to be the laughingstock for the cardinal's guards, nor who never laid themselves open to arrest, and would not allow themselves, moreover, to be arrested. It is you who fly, who scamper away. A fine thing to be told of the loyal musketeers. Porthos and Aramis trembled with rage. They could have strangled Monsieur de Treville had they not perceived that his great affection for them was the foundation of his words. As it was, they stamped the carpet, bit their lips till the blood ran, and grasped the hilts of their sword in silent fury. Well, Capitan, Porthos said at last, we were 6 against 6 in a street brawl, but they were treacherously set upon. Before we had time to draw our swords, 2 of our party fell dead. Athos was grievously wounded. You know his bravery well, Captain. Twice he endeavored to rise, and twice he fell back, and yet we did not yield. We believed him dead, so we left him there on the field of battle. At this moment the door opened, and a noble and beautiful head, but with the countenance frightfully pale, appeared. Athos! Exclaimed both the musketeers. Athos! Repeated Monsieur de Treville to himself. You inquired for me, said Athos to the captain in a perfectly calm but feeble voice. My comrades inform me that you command my presence, and I hasten to obey you. Here I am, sir. What do you require of me? And with these words, the musketeer, with a faultless step, and girded as usual, entered the room. Monsieur de Treville, touched to the heart by this proof of courage, rushed toward him. The cardinal must have exaggerated, he said. I was just going to tell these gentlemen that I forbid my musketeers to expose their lives unnecessarily, for brave men are dear to the king, and his majesty knows that his musketeers are the bravest on earth. Your hand, Athos. But Athos, notwithstanding his command over himself, uttered a cry of pain and became even more pale than before. A surgeon! Cried Monsieur de Treville. The king's will be better. A surgeon for my dear Athos will die. He opened the door and directed the guardsmen to be immediately conveyed to an adjoining apartment, borne in the arms of Porthos and Aramis. At last, when the confusion had subsided, he turned to D'Artagnan, who, with true Gascon tenacity, had remained in the place. Pardon, said Monsieur de Treville, my dear countryman, but I had entirely forgotten you. What do you want? Our captain is also a father, for soldiers are great children. And I must see that the orders of both king and cardinal are carried out. I esteemed your father. What can I do for his son? Sir, said D'Artagnan, in quitting Tarbes, in coming here, I wish to ask you for the uniform of a musketeer. From what I have just seen here, I more fully comprehend the importance of the favor, and I tremble lest you deem me unworthy of it. It is indeed a great favor, young man, Monsieur de Treville said, No one is received among the Musketeers who has not passed the ordeal of a campaign, performed some brilliant action, or served for 2 years in some less favored regiment than our own. But, continued Monsieur de Treville, fixing his piercing look upon his countryman, as if he could penetrate the innermost recesses of his heart, for the sake of my ancient friend, your father. Father? That didn't sound very... Your father. I wish to do something for you. Volunteers are not in general overburdened with wealth. You cannot have much remaining of the money you brought with you. D'Artagnan drew himself up with a proud air. He felt the coldness of his reception. Alas, sir, he said, what I feel most is the lack of the letter of introduction which my father gave. Why do I keep saying father? That sounds more Swedish. My father.
No, father.
Father.
For my father,
Father.
give me for my
Father.
father. You can say father.
Pasha, can you hear me? My father gave me. I am in truth somewhat surprised that you should have traveled so far without provision. I had one, sir, in all proper form, cried D'Artagnan, but was treacherously robbed of it. And with an air of truth that delighted Monsieur de Treville, he related his adventures that at Meung describing his unknown adversary. Strange, said the captain musingly. Then you spoke of me openly. Had not this gentleman a slight scar on his cheek? Yes, as if produced by grazing of a ball. Of a tall figure, pale but brown.
Fahar. Fajar.
Huh? Fajar, was it?
Fahar or Fajar.
Fajar, yeah.
It's like my pet peeve at the moment is everybody says Khomeini. Gets on my wick. It's like if you're gonna be talking about the news, say it properly.
Yeah, the huh sound isn't in many U.S. lexicons, I've noticed.
Yeah. Strange they're focused on the K's and not the Kh's. Not saying that.
A tall figure, pale but brown. Yes, it is he, murmured Monsieur de Treville. I thought that he was in Brussels. Young man, he said slowly. Young man, he said slowly, I want to reveal to you a secret of our politics. The king and the cardinal are the best of friends. Their apparent disputes are merely to deceive the simple folks, and I do not wish that my countrymen, a brave youth formed to rise in the world, should be the dupe of these pretenses and rush headlong into this snare which has proved the destruction of so many. I am entirely devoted to these all-powerful masters. Young man, regulate your conduct by this. Should you bear the slightest hostility towards the cardinal, take your leave and quit me. Treville ceased speaking, but he thought, is this young man sent by his eminence? May he not be a spy of the cardinal, sent to worm himself into my confidence, and afterward by the means of destroying me, as has been done by so many times in cases of others. If the cardinal really sent me this fox, the cunning fellow will probably say that he holds his eminence in detestation. The result was very different from his expectations. With the utmost simplicity, D'Artagnan replied, Sir, I am come to Paris with the intentions exactly similar to those you have expressed. My father, Jesus, my father charged me to obey no one.
I don't say, my papa.
Yeah, exactly. The cardinal and yourself, whom he considers the 3 greatest men in France. Monsieur de Treville was astonished. So much candor excited his admiration, although it did not quite remove his doubts. The more superior this youth was to the other young men, the more formidable he would be if employed as a spy. Nevertheless, he grasped D'Artagnan by the hand and said, You are an honest fellow. My house shall always be open to you, and be ready to take advantage of every opportunity. You will probably achieve what you desire. That is to say, replied D'Artagnan, that you will wait until I have become worthy of it. Rest assured, sir, that you will not have to wait long. He took a moment beside the window, looking at the musketeers as they proceeded in order, watching them until they disappeared around the corner of the street. Then he bowed as if about to retire, but suddenly grew red with anger and rushed out of the cabinet, shouting, "Allspot, he shall not escape me this time." "Who?" demanded Monsieur de Treville. "It is he, the thief," replied D'Artagnan, as he vanished. Da-da-da.
Dun, dun, dun. That was brilliant. Well played, Mr. Bill. I was just watching it.
I have a hard time with the father, with the saying father with the French accent.
Father!
Father!
That's it. Matt Berry was a legend. But my father's may not know his father. Indeed. But yes, interesting what Dee and Blue was saying there about words and vernacular. My current one, which every time I hear it literally makes me want to rip people's faces off, is bro. I am not your bro.
Bro.
And then they go, yeah, bro, like it was bro. Everything's bro. And it's from the start, I am not your bro. I'm not even your mother. I'm probably old enough to be your grandmother. Do not refer to me as bro. I'm not your friend. I'm not your brother. I'm not your dude. I'm not your boss. I'm not your lad. I'm not your fella. Not anything like that. In fact, I don't even want you to know my name. So
the thing is, most of the people that use it like that. Most of the people that use it like that, they use it the way a catty woman would use sweetheart or sweetie. You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah.
That's how they
sweetie,
use it.
so nice,
I like it when it's something that they say when they're like exasperated, like, bro, look, fuck.
Now, chief is fine, you know, but I'm not going to be called chief or anything. But it's like the way they're like, bro, and it's like in a formal situation, and you're like,
that was
bro.
The Dane Cook
it's
thing.
like, yes, I wear one, thank you.
That was the Dane Cook thing, wasn't it? It was like, just a second, that chief. Like, I'm not a chief. I'm not a chief of police. I'm not a Kansas City chief. I'm not a chef, which we've all made that spelling mistake sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, it's the exact same thing. Is just where there's a big thing, something that a lot of people do here and further towards Massachusetts. They call you boss. Which is some people say it just as like saying dude, but the way some people do it, it's very patronizing. I don't care for it.
I like what we've got here. We've got Petal and we've got Hen and we've got Fella. You know, it's and then it's like, all right, cook. It's like is that a compliment or an insult? I don't know. No, it's a new iteration of bro.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. I'll tell you, we had a funny thing this week about that particular word.
We're playing a video game, and there's like it's a labyrinth, and the labyrinth changes as you go through it, and there's it cycles through three different like different forms, and I kept calling them iterations, and I kept saying the word over and over, and Ink was saying, okay, that's enough for that word.
Yeah, it's like, I know you've got an amazing vocabulary, and I'm very impressed with you using the term iteration, but come on, change it up a bit. Give me some variety here, fella.
I was trying to think my way through a labyrinth at the time.
It was quite a difficult labyrinth, indeed.
I only did the first one, the easy one. I haven't done the second one yet.
Oh, you will tonight. Do the second one, I believe.
Oh my!
I think you need to have a run up for that one. That one needs at least a 50-yard run up, definitely.
Yeah.
It's in the game Where Winds Meet, which is a fantastic game. It looks stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. But some of the user interfaces, well, to be honest, I love the game, but I hate the game in equal measure because it's so overly complicated.
Yeah.
It's like all I want to do is make my character stronger, but I have all these different paths and different like things for the weapons and different mystical things and different. And I'm like, I can't cope. I just want to play a freaking game.
I feel like it was designed by like what's the name? What's the name of the one guy, the emotional damage guy?
Emotional damage, Stephen He.
Yeah, Stephen He. I feel like the game was designed by that character that he plays with his father. Where it's just like, oh, you don't like it? It's too hard. Hit spreadsheet, figure it out.
I'm sorry, but I'm scarred for life with that. Not even joking. But I was thinking as well, it's like, you kind of like you kind of drawing comparisons here. Escher. It just makes me think of Escher, where he does like the never-ending paintings, and it's all kind of like it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. But then it kind of like you got to put it all together, and it's just like, so
exactly where and playing that game is like that, because you're like, okay, you think you figured this part out, and you think you figured this part out, and where it's all supposed to join, it goes all cattywampus, and then nothing makes sense anymore.
Cattywampus. Oh my goodness. Right, my lovely beans. I think we will be back again tomorrow. What do you think, Mr. Bale?
Barring any catastrophe, I'd say so.
Don't jinx it. Just knock on wood. There we go. But it's time to say goodnight for now, because it's 9:45, and I'm really tired because I didn't have my nap before I recorded today.
I said thank you for coming to hang with us, peoples.
We always appreciate it. And it's always good to see all of you. And I hope we see you tomorrow. Maybe all of you, maybe some of you, but either way, call you beans, human beings, like human beings. Lovely beans, like beans and petals and all that sort of thing. So it's here, it's like, oh, he's a lovely bean. So yeah, it's like it's from being, as in human being. So that's why I call you beans, lovely beans. And also one of the best phrases ever, cool beans. Which we love. Yes, I hope it's not insulting. I hope it's okay. It wouldn't be insulting, would it?
No. Unless you don't like beans. I don't like kidney beans, but I still don't mind being called bean.
Oh dare you, baked beans. But the thing is, did you have Heinz baked beans, or did you have like the Cross and Blackwell? Sacrilege.
Vegetarian?
Ugh. I tell you something, right? When I was last over in America, before we go, it's like I couldn't find baked beans anywhere. There was no proper baked beans. They all had freaking sausages in them. And I'm like, well, first of all, they're all, excuse the phrase, bollocks, trotters, and hair lips in that type of sausage. I'm sorry, but it's true. Or the sweepings off the floor. The kind of like sausages where it's like undefinable whether there's actually any sausage meat in them. It's just like a kind of
it's called pork and beans, but it's actually just a wad of pork fat.
Exactly. So anyway, I will get around to the point of the story. I'm sorry. So basically, when we had one of our trips to the supermarket, which I always enjoy, which we play a sort of Marco Polo, and I normally find instead of the way of like Marco Polo, and people go Marco Polo. Bear says you can always find me in the supermarket because
all I have to do is listen for her here going, this is 2 pounds at home.
It's only £2 at home.
While she's holding up a can of something that's like $5,
Yeah, exactly. And bread is £8. $8. That's like what, £6 when it's like 99p for my loaf of bread, and it's like a meal in each slice. I digress.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is going to be a big anticlimax. But it meant a lot to me that Bear's Feather, he actually makes these baked beans normally with like bacon in it. Is it?
Yes. Yeah. He makes them with beans that he grows. He grows the beans and dries them and then soaks them, and so he makes and slow roasts them, and they're fantastic. But he usually makes them big hanks of bacon, and he made an entirely separate batch without the bacon in, just so he could have some.
It was incredible, and I felt so like they were amazing and so tasty, and he did it especially for me, and I'll never be able to repay him for that kindness. That was so nice of him, to go to all of that trouble, and they were flipping gorgeous. Like I nearly didn't go back to Heinz baked beans after that. I tell you that for nothing. It's like, they were amazing. I think he should make me a batch and send me them over just for me.
I would if I could. I don't know how.
Definitely.
I don't know how to get the trip.
I'll have to get over again to get some more baked beans because they were freaking amazing. Anyway, my lovely beans. As I said, there it is. But yes, it's meant as an endearment and as a compliment, and same as petals or hens or pet lamb. Well, pet lamb I can do quite.
Yeah, that's usually a pat on the head and off you trot kind of.
Yes. Blazing Saddles, the bean scene. Oh my goodness. We downloaded the script for Blazing Saddles because we were going to do it.
Yeah, and then we're like, no, maybe not.
Doesn't translate well to current
have to be a lot of-
sensibilities.
Yeah, there'd have to be a lot of on the fly kind of censoring. It's like, okay, this is probably more than this.
Exactly. We could,
When she said that, the first thing I thought was the scene. Hey boys, look what I got here. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think that would go well.
exactly. Have a good
Yes,
dinner,
good
Watcher,
dinner.
and thank you for being here.
Thank you all for coming.
And yes, we'll see you all again tomorrow if you're here. Otherwise than that, it'll be on the live section of the thingy jubbery what's it. And don't forget, always let me know if you have any requests and stuff like that. But yes, we're gonna bounce. Big love, and we'll see you tomorrow. 8:30, I think. 8:30 tomorrow. So that'll be 12:30 in 1:30. I'll set up the live early on, so you should get a notification. So if you've got your notifications turned on, it'll tell you in your time. But I think it'll be 1:30 in Californian time on the West Coast. Is it West Coast?
Yes.
Yes.
On the West
So it'll be
Coast.
1:30 your time. Look forward to seeing you, lovely beans, and see you soon. Thank you for being here. We love you.